All right, first of all, I think the internet is not going to be as good as it was last time, so it's probably going to buffer, which is fine. Big old dragonfly. Hmm. Wonder if I'd be better off over there. Let's see. We'll jump in and chit chat this morning. Hmm. Use those sunglasses. Block out the camera. I'll wait until a few people come in. Well, go for a smoke. Joking. I'm joking. Well, good news. I should be starting work this week. Um, where I was gonna go work at has never called me back. So I went and applied a few other places. And I might be working with Selena. Be cool. Me and her work good together. So that's good news. Um, I tried to upload a video that I took to show y'all what the pigs and stuff look like, but it didn't work. So we'll have to I have to try that again. I'll be glad when I get phone turned back on and get internet over there at the house so we can be able to upload videos. Have the phone on right now. Gives me uh, more time for studying things that are beneficial. This time playing on YouTube. Guess the notifications never went out. I got one person popping in and out of there. Just lurking, huh? Willow's Homestead, how are you? Good morning, good morning. Playing the waiting game again. And waiting on a woman. All over Edge is arguing. That is arguing. Well, yeah. Community does a lot of that. Does a lot of arguing. A lot of bickering back and forth. Yeah, somebody to the guy, but I've never really actually watched him before. I get in there and he's all puffed up, trying to flex his flex how he's uh, well he's off or whatever, and threatening. They were in a fight with Good Job Buddy with Eddie for some reason. All I know is it was something over Facebook, and I got in there and I kept on and on and on about it, and I guess you could say I was trolling them. Every time he'd mention Eddie, I was like, "You're talking about it again." So you said you didn't, you weren't worried about it. All right, I keep telling him over and over, try to be the change you want to see in this world. Triggered him a few better and I'll get out. And no, I hadn't heard about Sam. But yesterday, it's only when I can catch Wi-Fi that I happen to jump in and happen to be live. Started over Facebook, and then he found out that it wasn't even Eddie that did it. All that puffed up and smack talk or whatever you want to call it on Eddie, and just being mean to him, and it was something that he didn't even do. See, it kind of goes to show that, you know, before you get mad and really, really hateful, speaking hate towards. Blessings, Mr. Andrew. How are you? Well, I remember telling Sam that was going to happen. He's going to keep on. But anyway, the point was, I kept, and I told him that because I told him at the beginning of it when I first started talking with that guy. And when I first went into his chat, the very first time I went into his chat, I told him, I said, "Look, I don't know who you are, but this is, I consider this my community. not everybody in this community, and we're all friends, we're all family or another, and we are in the community, but our vicious people in our community, especially, Eddie's, and let's see, that's awful, they sound, whatever. Uh, and it to himself, we didn't do it. Mm. Yes, we are a family, and that's my point. Is you I've sat back and watched it long enough, and I'm fed up. I'm really really fed up with the outsiders coming in and and jumping all over that um and we all and he's part of the community, like it or not. He's part of it, and we should defend our own. It's don't think for a second that somebody would come up on my property and get out of with my son or with my wife or anything. It just it wouldn't happen, and it should be the same way in but anyhow, yeah. Don't find out he didn't even do it. I really got him good when he started wishing death on people. I don't care what in the world he does, but it's talking about our community and wishing death on people. Me at my final straw. That's why I was in there trolling him, in case y'all were curious about it. I think a lot of people has gotten fed up with it. Evan here lately, he got something clicked with him, and he was he was fine with it. He was kind of ignoring all the weird stuff, the drama, and then all of a sudden he he went mode with it, and we all come to that point at some point or sometime or another. Yes, it is a start with the first two when you're I don't know. Some of us wake up and keep our eyes closed for a while, and we just kind of stumble around. Then thing of knowing where everything is in your room, eyes shut, bless. I'm able to speak, and then I just annoy everyone around me. So thank God for small blessings, huh? What you say about my mama? Yeah. got to learn of one another. And, I've seen a lot of people come in and out of this community, and they've all spits and spats on the negative side. But when it comes down to the end, everybody pretty much cares about each other. It's like more of a civil or sibling rivalry. But it's not really harmless, but it's pretty close to it. It's not a bad thing at all. But then you get these outsiders come in and just take over, and oh yeah, and I feel the same way. This community is like a family, and we don't necessarily have to like each other very much. They're coming up for people that no idea who in the world that was. Who is this AJ's Adventures anyway? Says he's don't ever want to be the end. I can't even. So wait, passing apart. Ooh boy. AJ was talking about you losing a home, losing your home, and your husband dying. Oh, that's messed up. See, you know, as far as I'm concerned, if he wants to talk like that, then you know, he deserves what we say back to him. And I try to keep everything. Uh, no, no, Sam. Oh, Sam, and about your. Oh, okay. I don't know that not a bit. You know what the most disturbing part of that deal with Sam is? Um, when we uh, when we started our videos and stuff, you'll find out that um, he didn't have a channel prior to me and Selena going over there on his birthday, matter of fact, and smoking with him and uh, gave him a little bit of Fireball, a little bottle and stuff. If you go back on my videos and see that was the first time that he had actually got on video. That's why he was so nervous and freaked out. And unfortunately, I taught him how to get on the YouTube, and I don't know, it just took over and just mm-mm. My problem is I try to see the good in everybody. Selena, she's seen it right off the bat. She kept telling me from the word go that that uh that that man uh that man was a danger to others, including and also himself. But it irked him how to get on YouTube, and that as a evil platform just to figured it out. And see, like he throws a pit at me because, like he said, he had found me some jobs on the internet. And you have to set the stage for what was going on at that time. Everybody uh, everybody can tell what was going on at that point. We were actually out at Joshua Tree. He come out and stayed with us. How to make money. He's telling us, so we have to do this and we have to do that, right down to how we reply. And at the time that he finally dug up jobs on the internet, by that time, it wasn't a matter of not wanting. It's not his place to tell anybody who to like, to tell him how to live his life. And he's been lecturing me, and sent, I've got all kinds of messages you wouldn't believe. He has been lecturing me on the fact that I was drawing unemployment. I was drawing unemployment. Uh, you know, and I have something to show for it. Yes, they they stopped it before I was able to find a job, but I was at least looking for a job. And like I told him, the only thing I ever seen him looking for is probably another dog to steal. And how are you sit there and pick and prod and somebody else's life when yours ain't correct either? It's you without sin cast the first stone. You know what I'm saying? And we're all guilty of his way. And quite frankly, the way his life is not an example that I plan to strive to be anything like. So of course I'm not going to do things his way. But yeah, he bombarded me with messages over what I need to do and how I need to do it. Oh, when the message is about my daughter, oh my goodness, I could wring his neck, and any father in here would say the same thing. When you get a message from a nasty a man like that that lives in a van that's saying that's begging you for permission to mount your is not the kind of state to somebody. You know, uh, dog is stolen. He lectured me over and over about all the do's and don'ts and all the times that I've messed up. I've never once mentioned to him that, well, what about forgetting the fact that you have a obligation, you have an animal that you have to take care of. Forgetting that fact and leaving them tied to the bumper while you're driving down the road. What about that? I never threw that back in his face, and until now, I've never said anything about it. But it just irks me that people think that they have the right to downgrade your life, and yet theirs is nowhere close. It is free. No, it's because this he's still collecting um, Social Security, and he's back. It's the same thing. It's all government. It's all government money. It's all tax-paying dollars. Every one of us has paid in to pay for it. So, needless to say, us put in a little bit for him to live in a van and sit there and smugly lecture everybody. Everybody has put in a little bit for me to sit at home and build my uh, build my homestead there, and that's we can't go after the hatred in the community with more hatred. We have to get smart about it. We have to embrace it with truth. The best way to show someone love is the truth. If you love a person, you won't lie to them. So you tell them the truth. You tell them exactly what you think. And that's the point I got at. So Sam got triggered, AJ got triggered. Everybody seems to get triggered when the truth comes out. It doesn't draw us aside for mental health problems either. He, wait a minute. Yeah, hopefully it does get mental health help there. Robert Buke, how are you this morning? Long time to see. Yeah, he was. I was in AJ's chat there yesterday around 4 o'clock because that's what time I was picking Selena up from work. And they had Wi-Fi up there. I usually get in there like twice a day, once around 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, and once until I get my phone back on. It's just what I have to do. But yeah, I seen him. I seen him in there. He kept getting mad because I kept saying, "You're talking about him again." He was ragging on Eddie. Kept on ragging on Eddie back and forth. But you know, when they all get triggered, the thing is that nobody's figured out is you have a block button. And I don't care. If you block me, you block me. You don't want to hear what I have to say. That's fine. As long as you ain't blocked me, then you must be wanting to hear what I have to say, and I'm going to say it. If you're battering at my family and my friends here on YouTube, I'm going to say something about it. And I I would think everybody in the community would grow a step and actually say something to somebody when they're doing that. It's just ridiculous. All this hatefulness and bitterness towards each other and fighting over something of kids in a daycare all day. It's just watching stupid arguing. Just and it's not their fault. They're little kids. You know, they don't realize that arguing over a broken crayon is just stupid. You know, they don't realize that. You know, and sometimes it gets comical watching little kids do that. But the problem is we're watching grown adults do that. They would literally all look up at the sky and argue over what color the sky is. It's purple. It's blue. It's clear. I don't know, you know, and I can only imagine which one of the idiots would say it was clear. But you know what I mean? Yes, I only 57 people in the chat said that. Most kids ever had it in the chat. Oh, there you go. Love your neighbor, all of them. Exactly. That's the way it should be. And the ones that don't love their neighbor and the ones that are speaking evil and speaking hatred towards each other, they're letting the demons that are inside of them, they're letting those demons speak through them. Therefore, it's not the person, because I love all of you equally. It's not the person, it's the demon I'm triggering, or that I'm trying to trigger. You know what? The devil wants to play around in here in this community. Even the Bible tells you that. You know, y'all might think I'm a little unorthodox. Y'all might think I'm going against some of the Word of God, and it's not that. It's just I'm getting more bold, and I'm bold in my faith, and I'm bold in my words, and I'm not afraid to tell the devil exactly what I think. You know, and I would hope and pray that some of the other ones in this community will make a stand and do the same. And maybe we might be able to clean up this community. I was looking for a different community because I thought all hope had lost, but I got thinking about it. That would be wrong for me to just up and abandon a community, regardless of whether y'all take me serious or not. I've done nothing but try to show y'all love, and I've told you the word of God, and I've tried to express that, and that is what I meant to do, and I think I've done that. Maybe not in a way that you would expect it, because you expect it to come from a person that stands behind a pulpit that, according to your eyes, they live a perfect life. But all that is a person that is hiding their sin. You know, the Bible says that we should confess our sins openly. So, you know, I put everything out there. Y'all see that I'm just as much of a sinner as y'all are. I am no different. I do not put myself on a pedestal above anyone, nor do I want anybody to put themselves or any of us on a pedestal. We are all in this together. We're all in this thing, this rat race we call life. We're all in this together. We're to become all in one body and one accord. It's not just the name of an automobile. It means something. You know, it's and plague that has been on our community of drama, and the only way that we're going to rid this is to stand up and say something about it. Catch fish in a tournament. There you go. You turn your water and slew their fish. He was the example that was set forth before us. So why are we not to be bold, be confident in the Lord, not to be afraid of the devil, not to be not to be enticed, not to cower down, not to give place. Yeah, and so few people think about it that way anymore. Oh man, in here. I'll have to start this car up. AC. Sorry, y'all gonna hear a bunch of wind probably. Maybe I can put it on just speed. Oh. Oh, we got about an hour to sit here and chit chat. So, you got anything you want to talk about? Bring it up. Chat or questions, whatever. Doing this because I'm bored as a bee. I'm sitting here. Uh, Selena's got the day off today, and she wanted to come up here and do more plasma. Right? Yeah, it's nice to see the community come together. I mean, I'm trying to find different communities and see one that had less drama and everything, and then I got thinking, you know, this community really needs people that, that will stand up and try to good speaking for each other. Try to entice positive positive mental attitude. PMA. It's definitely nice to come together. There must have been more happening about that. I don't have any internet at the house, so I lost track of that. Y'all hear me? Back is gone. Folks. There we go. Something blocked right across the front of here, but it's not because I don't live out of it. Not that it's not necessarily because of that. I bought this as a used as a truck, and trust me, I pulled them back seats down, and I use this thing as a truck. I haul the hay for my pigs in it. I haul the feed. I've even hauled some of my animals in it. I got pictures of my goat back here in the back glass, skipping around on his way home. I guess everybody run over there. Well, crap, I'm live, so y'all at least come back and tell me what happened. I'm just curious. You're taking your cat for a walk. Awesome. Yeah, I gotta get the leash out. Take my goat for a walk. She likes the leash. She likes it when I clip the leash on him and I walk him around out there on the property. He's on a dog runner, and I just moved the dog runner where he could get to more of the weeds and stuff. I wish I'd have taught the pigs to be able to take a harness and be led around. I think I'll do that next time I raise a pig. The next pig I raise. These pigs I got, oh my goodness, they're getting big. They're about 160 some pounds by now. We literally, things got so tight, we couldn't get the food for them and stuff. So we've um, we've literally we've gotten a bunch of produce and stuff, the out of date produce and stuff, and we got where we literally make slop buckets, leftovers, things like that. And man, them pigs are blowing up. They're getting big. They are getting really big. We're fattening them up really good. I've got what 2 months? Yeah, about 2 months before it'll start cooling off enough to be able to butcher them. So I'm gonna take these 2 months and I'm just going to pour the food to them and fatten them really good. The garden's producing good. I've got watermelons coming up. I've got, oh my goodness, my pumpkin plants are huge. I mean, they're getting big and they ain't even started vining yet. They literally just standing up. They are huge. Uh, I had a I had a big old pile of mulch dropped off the other day. They covered up they covered up two of my watermelon plants, so I lost a couple of watermelon. But we got we got peppers and tomatoes and green beans and stuff like that. We got that stuff coming out our ears. I mean, we've got so much tomatoes and peppers, lots of salsa. Salsa's hot. Well, you got something to be hollering for when you're in the bathroom. I'm on ice cream. Mm-mm-mm. You know, not until you really get fed up with the negativity that people put out there. Not until you get fed up with them and actually stand up and say, you know what, I'm gonna I'm gonna do my best to put a stop to that. It's not until that happens that where you really completely understand when Jesus went into the temple and threw the tables and let the animals loose and was mad, very mad. And the Bible says to be angry but not sin. So if you speak truth, you're not sinning. You know, and you completely understand that when you get to that point where you're just fed up with um, negativity and stuff. You know, you finally understand why. You know, sometimes it needs to be said that way. Sometimes the only way somebody's going to understand something is for you to just boldly tell the truth and stand up and say, "Hey, this is the truth, and this is what it is." You know, sometimes you got to remind everybody that you got to be true to yourself. You can't keep playing that game and expecting to win. You have to be true to yourself. And y'all get tired of hearing me talk about it sometimes. Just, I'm excited. I think I start. Hopefully, I'll start the new job here in the next few days. Seriously, they wanna hire me where Selena's working. It's cool. Me and Selena work together really well. We know so much about each other that we know what the other one's doing, and it doesn't matter what job we tackle. I already know in my head, all right, well, she's got that covered, but she's not going to do this. I need to do that. And she thinks the same way. You know, she knows that, well, he's not going to think about this part. So I'll get this and he's got that covered, and, and it just, it worked. We worked together really well. So I'm excited. I hope that I'm going to miss this. So I got to clear all this up, be a little more. Hold on just a second. I think my camera just froze, so I've got to kick myself out of here for just a second. I'll be right back. Hold on. There it is. It's working now. There we go. Oh, I still get notifications for that Daywave radio. That's the other one that Sam went in there. That's a whole nother community. Daywave radio, a whole nother community. He went in there, and there's a guy on there, Justin TV, or whatever. He went in there and just ragging on that guy big time. And that whole community just attacked Sam. And, it was unreal the trouble that he caused in that community. But see, they all stood up and they all said, enough's enough. We're going to get this guy out of here, and they did. I me, I'm sitting here trying to be the pessimistic one or whatever you want to call it. That's not try to stir up anything, figuring somebody's gonna stand up and start drowning the hatred out. Nobody did. I mean, there was a few attempts, but and I found myself getting aggravated. I'm like, well, crap, why ain't nobody doing that? And then it dawned on me. I was sitting there thinking about it. It's like, how in the world are you going to get upset because nobody is standing up for the people in this community when you ain't doing it yourself? We have to look into ourselves first, and and that's why I was like, you know what, that's right. I'm on. Little old me, I ain't gonna be able to do all that much, but I gotta try. Even if I just gotta keep pointing it out over and over and over again. Why not? I mean, everybody points out every single thing I do over and over and over again, and that's not what it's out there for. Maybe that's the way to do it. I don't know. I've been working on it, trying to figure. Maybe we'll get a little peace and quiet now that Sam's in jail. I hate to say it that way, but I've I've gotten used to it. But I sit there and watch him badgering at people. It's not just him, others too. But they will badger and badger over and over again. Right. Don't work for the accuser, yeah. But they'll sit there and keep continuously badger at these people, and causing one's it's causing ones in this community to fall, and it's causing them to give the devil a place, and that's where I got offended. There's some good people. I've seen some really bad trolling on Miss Lena, Sarah Jane, several people, and they're good people. Now they're in the middle of the business they were put there, and I've learned to have a kind of a duck's back. Let things roll off his back. Like you ever spray a duck down with water? Doesn't even look like they got wet at all because the water just beats right off of their back. And that's the way we should be. But not everybody's like that. And I've watched Miss Lena. She's not in that great of health, and I've watched her health go down because of the stress that certain people have caused. And if we truly love our neighbor, then we should stand up for them. Today, please. If you truly love the people around you, you stand up for them against evil. That's a job all of us should take very seriously. I know I am. I know if we want to see a change, it's got to. How's that song? It's got to start right here. Casting Crowns sings a song. It's got to start right here. If you like good songs that make you think, there's a good one. Got to start right here. Hey, Sean, if you would, could you find that song and maybe throw a link out there? Casting Crowns. It's got to start right here. Very true. That a rock star preacher won't wake us from our dreams. We want our blessings in our pockets. We want our missions overseas. But for the hurting in our city, will we even cross the street? Yep. Starts right here, starts right now. Love them anyway. You have to love them all, and out of love, it's like a father with a son. It's because the father loves the son that he corrects him. This is not something that we should sit in the sidelines. Oh, we can't get involved because you can't say anything that's judging you. It's not. It's it's used for edification. The Bible says that let not any corrupt conversation proceed out of your mouth except for that that is used to edify. Except for that that is used to edify. Remember that. All right. I can't sit here and run this fan all day, so I gotta roll the windows back down and shut it off. Open them back little wing things. I know that don't do much, but take your shoes off. Be comfortable here for a minute. Jesus is alive and hell is real. Do with that information what you will. Yes, indeed. Yeah. We all have to take an account for our actions. We can't change anybody else and what they do, but we can remind them. See, there'll come a day that everybody is going to know that God is real. For some of us, it will be a terrifying day. The only thing that we could think of is, oh my God, I never asked for forgiveness. I never got right. I thought it was fake. I thought it wasn't real. But the Bible assures us that everyone is going to know. Every knee shall bow, every tongue shall confess that I am Lord. What the Bible says. Every knee shall bow and every tongue shall confess. We all have that day. We all have that day of judgment. We're all going to be judged according to how much we love God and how much we love our neighbor. Jesus fulfilled all the laws of Moses in two laws. First, to love the Lord thy God, and second was to love thy neighbor. It's only two rules he gave us. He fulfilled the law of Moses in those two. Because out of love for God and out of love for our neighbors, we should not, if we truly love them, we should not do any of the things that were even spoke of in the law of Moses. It's good to sit and ponder about things. It's good to think about it and ponder about it and it's part of it's part of seeking out your salvation, and everyone has to seek out their own salvation. Book of Philippians tells us to seek out our own salvation with fear and trembling, which means that we are all in control of our own. So trust me, I'll take an account for everything that I've done. So will you. Every one of us will take an account for what we've done. So it's out of love for our neighbors that we tell them, we tell them what sin is. We tell them where the sin lies, and we tell them that they're being blinded by the foolishness of the devil. We tell them that they are letting demons speak through them. We tell them that. We pray for them. We love the person anyway. It's love the sinner, not the sin. But do we truly love them if we don't tell them? We don't tell them the dangers that they're in. And John the Baptist went out and stood on a rock just to scream out to everybody, repent, every one of you, in the name of Jesus Christ, for the time of the Lord is at hand. I think that was two different verses. I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah, I think I just put two verses together. But you get what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure I did. That was two different verses. That sure was. I love it. I corrected myself on that one. But you get what I'm saying. The message was still there. It got a little twisted there, but it's still there. The message is still the same. I can't believe I put two yeah, that was two separate verses. They come out of my mouth. I knew it was two different verses put together. But anyway, I love this time I get at home without any distractions. A lot of time to study and a lot of time to ponder and a lot of time to pray. Work on that relationship with God. That is a must. You got to remember to say your prayers because, you know, He knows your inner thoughts. He knows what you're going to do before you ever do it. It's all been already decided. So you ask yourself, well, why do I need to pray then? The prayer was for you. The prayer is for a relationship with God. You know, even your thoughts are prayers. He knows your thoughts. It's so easy to pray. And their traditions made it difficult. They say you have to church. Friends, I'm gonna tell you, God is not confined to a building. God is in us. He's part of us and all of us. I just read that recently. Yeah, He is in all of us. So even them people that you think are just evil people that are they're 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 gone. They're lost causes. They're not. No, God is in all of us. Some of them you just got to dig past the evil and the bitterness and past what the world has formed you to believe. You got to dig past all of that. You got to dig down to the truth. You got to find the truth. Evil and hatefulness towards people. And I see my numbers are dropping here. You don't like to hear that, do you? Every time I go to preaching, the the numbers start dropping these days. They want to hear this sugar coated message that is preached throughout all of the churches, most all the churches. They want to hear that they want that message sugar coated, and everybody's getting involved in it. Even the Pope, the one that is supposedly supposed to be the the one of the prophets or whatever. They're supposed to be a head honcho when it comes to religion. Even the Pope is for a long time. Wow. Charged with a felony or whatever he did to the officer. Oh boy. What's gonna happen uh, when the rest up? He's probably looking at enough trouble. Just leave things well enough alone. But I hope they find that. I hope they find the owner to that dog. That I really hope they find the owner to that dog and send that dog back. That was somebody's pet. We shouldn't steal. That's a lesson that is even taught to the heathens. It's not just the religious people that get that learn that hear that lesson. That's taught to everybody. Shouldn't steal. He sure stole that dog. Dog Lips, how are you doing, buddy? I'm glad to see you up and around, and haven't seen you go live. Although I don't get much of a chance to get on here, not that often, not anymore. Maybe when I get another phone. Still can't believe they messed up my daggum contract on that phone. So ain't no point in me turning it back on. I'm not paying them $75 a month for a phone that I was paying $55 a month for. Uh, it happens, right? Sam put a chip in that dog. Crescent City, California. Oh, there you go, dog lips. Go down there and pick up Sam's dogs. It's crazy. Yeah, dog lips. Why is it? I'm just curious. I mean, it's none of my business, but why is it you're so stuck on being in California? Why don't you? Why don't you come east or something? Or south or anywhere. I know you. I know you figure it's too cold, but you spend a lot of time up in Oregon. I mean, how much colder do you think it is? It's not that bad, you know. I I honestly I think just my personal opinion, but I think you would do a lot better if you were if you were away from that area. You maybe get where there's more trees and more cooler situations and stuff, and breathe easier and I think oh no, I don't think that. No, not at all. And I'm sure if you did, I'm sure people would help. Well, see, I didn't know about you getting drunk and making a fool of yourself. I mean, I don't hate you by no means. And I understand you being upset and um, that was a hard hit. You know, and I know how much Shikari means to you. I hope you don't think that everybody feels that way. There may be some that feel negative towards you, but I can assure you, not all. I have no hatred for you at all. I think the world of you. I know you've been in bad situations, and you know, you've had some pretty upsetting things happen, but we all have. That's no reason to judge anybody, and us as a community, we should stick up for each other. And if you think Dog Lips is wrong for something, then in a loving way, talk to him, tell him. It's out of love that we say anything, right? And sometimes people get offended, and there's nothing you can do about it. But be thankful for the ones that don't get offended over it, and take the correction and stuff. But don't let what other people think determine who you are, Dog Lips. You're a good guy, and you have a decent heart. You have a good loving heart, and uh see, I've lived in Oregon for 20 years. This is my area town. why do you come out, or why don't you come out west? Uh, I don't like it east. Why would I come out there? Huh, understood. Point taken. Why wouldn't I go out west? I love it out that way. I just um I'm settled here, and this is I'm happy here. So and it's to each your own. I understand completely. I mean, you're not stuck there. Oh, no, I was not judging you or telling you that you're doing anything wrong at all. I know that you were upset about the area that you're in and how hot it was and stuff, and that's why I had mentioned maybe coming east. But if you're happy there and that's where you want to be, then that's where you want to be. I'm all for it. If there's any way I could help you, I would. Unfortunately, I don't have enough to help myself right now. I'm just barely getting by as it is. But if I had anything, I would definitely help. Uh, please don't leave though. I mean, I meant nothing or no harm by that at all. Nothing but love. I just know that you don't have anybody around out there. Well, I don't guess you really have very many people out this way. I mean, but I just figured, if you were out this way, you would be closer around me, and I could actually help you. And I understand you like it where you're at. And I would love to go out that way, but I'm settled here, and this is home. Right. Douglas, Pat, I'd really rather call you by your name. I consider you a friend, and I do care about you. I wish there was something I could do, anything I could do, but I can't do anything from this far. And that's the only reason why I'm. Uh, it's just because I see the other people that misjudge you and uh, like, well, you get what I'm saying. Yeah. Yeah. And you're right. The advice that we give you, not all of it corresponds with what you like. So, it's just advice. It's not nobody's telling you what to do at all. I mean, you have to do what you have to do to make yourself happy. And I just know that you were upset and seemed like you were depressed. And, I wish you would come up this way. I mean, because if you were closer by, I could do something to help. And that's my intent. That was the whole reason why I said anything. My transmission is bad. I don't want to stuck out in the middle of Sony's point. A trailer. I have to cross the Cascade Mountains to get out up here, and it's pretty wicked road. Yeah, yeah, I understand that. I do understand that. Um, I wish there was something I could tell you that would work, but I mean, the only idea I could come up with is to get closer to me, and I could help you. But like you said, you can't do that, and I really wish more people that were able to help would help. And if there's anybody in this chat or that watches this video that can help, by all means, please. He is part of our community. He is part of our family, and at times he doesn't feel that way, and I understand. I completely understand. I mean, I really honestly, I wish there was more I could do. Right, man. Yeah, I'm barely making. I got to dig out of the situation I'm in before I can do anything else. But there's uh there's land that's easily obtained out this way. One that you could actually set up and but you still have the problem of trying to get you and your vehicle and your trailer all the way this direction, and also the lack of interest in being this direction. But there is places that are cheap enough to where uh you could get your own place and be able to settle down, and you know and but some like to travel. I love to travel. Matter of fact, I wish I could get out and travel some more, but I gotta do what I'm doing here. Anyway, yeah, I wish there was a way I could fix that. I can't think of anything I could do though. I don't have the means to go up and help you get your trailer anywhere, or I don't even know how I'm gonna get to my daughter's wedding at the end of this month. I gotta go all the way up into I gotta go all the way up into Michigan for my daughter's wedding to give her away. I still have no earthly idea how I'm gonna accomplish that one. Especially considering I gotta get more tires from my van. I took the trailer tires off of my camper and put on the back of my van. So I've got trailer tires on the back of my van. And because when Selena got back home with the van, the the spare was blowed out. The other tire had a big, huge knot on it. How she made it all the way home like that, I have no earthly idea. But yeah, I would say that you know if you did want to come out this way, I know uh, I think Bubba, Bubba wouldn't mind somebody over there on his part of it. His deal there is not a roommate, but I guess you would call it like a campmate because he's got his own trailer and stuff, and you would have your own. But there's nothing we could if you were up here close. That's the only reason why I mentioned that. I think that's a lot of reason why everybody mentions any of it. Well, if it's not going well there, then come down here to this part. They mention that because that's the area they're in, and they could help you out. Yeah, maybe after I start working, maybe we'll have some extra to where we can help out more. I really wish I did have it to where I could help more. Shoot, I can't even get any help. I got a little bit of help the other day, which was a blessing. Yeah. Somebody blessed us with enough to help straighten out a couple of little things, and plus our post office box and stuff was able to keep it going and stuff between that and plasma and then the little odd jobs I've been doing. We're starting to get caught up. Selena, then they'll put both of us working, so we'll be doing even better then. Oh, Robert Petticone, how are you? Spetterocone. I don't think I ever said that right. Anyway, how you been? Doing well, I hope. Oh, see, I'm still sitting there trying to think of a way to, still trying to think of a way to help you with your situation, and I've still got, I got things of my own I got to figure out, and I ain't even figured it out. How in the world am I supposed to figure or help figure yours out? I don't know. I wish I could though. I wish I could fix all of our problems. Maybe when I win the lottery, I'll fix all of our problems. I don't think uh, it's going to take a long time before I can win the lottery, considering I never play it. But we can hope. Just do the best we can do and pray a lot. Exactly. Yes. We hung out together for a couple of weeks. No, no. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You've always pulled your weight. You have to butt tickets to win. You have to butt tickets to win. You have to buy tickets to win. You have to butt tickets to win. You know, it's funny when the autocorrect gets you, but it's even funnier when you're hollering. But yeah, you've always pulled your weight, and that's why I said, I mean, I don't want everybody knowing where I'm at, but a few people is not a big deal and stuff. And as for you, you've never given me any reason to think that you would do any harm to us. And I mean, it's definitely something I would have to talk to Selena about, but I'm sure Bubba would love the company. But once again, you have no way of getting here. I mean, I could help if you are here, but getting you here, shoot, I can't even figure out how I'm getting up to Michigan. I can't, I barely, I'm barely able to keep enough gas in my vehicle to get back and forth to um, bring Selena to work and plus out looking for work myself. So, but yeah, if you ever made it out this way, you're always welcome around me. I mean, I have nothing whatsoever against you. And you know me, I always try to help out everybody I can. That's what that's how you stack your treasures in heaven. Oh, well, there you go. Miss Shepherd is watching, and she said that's fine. So you can figure out a way to get up here. I know you'll pull your weight. Be a stable place to be. I mean, and see, even Selena likes you, and that's saying a lot because you don't even like me. I think she just puts up with me. I'm serious. No, she loves me. I know she does, and I love her too. Yeah, we don't have a whole lot to offer, but I do have the land. I do have uh I have water. Um I have to get people to bring water to me and stuff, but we have water, we have electric. Um, there's we're out in the boonies, so I mean we're out in the country. I mean we're not we we have towns close to us, so there's a couple of big towns not too far from us also, so um everything everything we need is right around us. It's beautiful country. Um and ain't got the you ain't got the troubles of troubles and the nonsense of cities, which that's the part I enjoy the most. We go into cities like I'm in a big city right now. This is where the plasma place is, but we're far enough away from it where we don't you don't hear all the nonsense from it. But yeah, we're close enough to it to where we can get to the cities if we need to, And good morning. Am I saying that right? One. I always say night oak or NATO or whatever I call it. Ever could figure out that's got to be one. Yeah. Okay. At least I'm saying it right. I hate the idea of mispronouncing people's names. What is up with this stupid visor? There we go. Yeah. Come on now. I didn't roll the windows open for you to come in and bother me. Go on. You're a fly. Fly away. Hi. Hi. Shoo. Shoo, fly. Don't bother me. um, but yeah, it's something to think about. Pat, you're good people. You are. And we've loved the visits that we've had with you. Been you've always been decent to us, and honestly, if you come out this way, at least you have a place to go. And you ought to feel a little privileged because I don't offer that out to just anybody. But I know your heart. I know where your heart is. Good morning. Average hombre. Think I've seen you in here before, haven't I? That's what we're supposed to do, man. We should give because not because we have plenty to give, but because we know just what it is to be without anything, and we have to be that way towards people. If we're not that way towards people, we're not truly loving them. You have to love everyone around you. Willy Wonka, how you doing? Willy Wonka, Chocolate Factory doing good. Them Oompa Loompas, you treating them right? I mess with him every time I see him come in there for that. I love Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. I watched a documentary about how we can get Sam out. Yeah, it's break up $30,000 to bottom out if you wanted to get him out. The fact that he ended up in jail over it. It's kind of like Paul. Paul went to prison, but he went to prison for a reason. It was something that needed to be done. Maybe he might get the help that he needs. Oompa Loompas are working as usual. Babes can tie a rope to our window. There you go. I don't think that works anymore. Yeah, maybe they might get him some help. Yeah, he put himself in a situation for that. And see, he was so concerned about telling everybody else how to live their life and what they need to do. He never thought to himself that he really needs his own crapper hole to dump his bucket in, or at least, if not, at least, a place of his own where he can. You're going to get arrested for dumping your feces in a state park. That's basically what it is, right? Right. Karma has a way of doing that. And we're not talking about the person karma. We're talking about the karma, right? Not the guy in Texas. If we're talking about regular karma, then yeah, it has a way of doing that. Like I've told everybody millions of times, you get out of life what you put into life. You know, what you put into your life is what you get out of your life. You put negativity into your life, and you're gonna get negativity out. You put mean, hateful, bitterness stuff out of it, then that's what you're gonna get back. Uh, yeah, a lot of people think they're smarter than the average bear. George's wrong. Yeah, I think I know what you're referring to. Every night, just on the ground, he didn't throw away. Oh my goodness! Yeah, I could see him doing that. That was he camped with us a few times, and yeah, I could see him doing that. Oh, it wouldn't be a job I'd want. That's for sure. I'd be asking myself, "Oh Lord, have mercy! What did I do to deserve this?" Karma is something real. Karma is real. You you can't be a negative person and expect not to get negativity out of life. You cannot be a cruel person and expect life to be or not to be cruel to you. You know, till they try to help themselves first. Right? Exactly. You should always help a person. But the only time that you should ever stop helping a person is when a person is not willing to help themselves. They have to be willing to help themselves. If they're not willing to help themselves, you can't help them. You can't do anything. All you can enable them. That's all you can do. It's like uh, it's like the drunkard. He's out of alcohol. He's out of beer. He's out of whatever it is, and he has no money to get any more. And he's on the side of the road begging for money for more alcohol, which actually he needs his stomach filled. So what do? You give him money so he can go and buy alcohol. You go and buy alcohol? Or do you go and buy them something to eat and sit down and eat with them, talk with them, hang out with them? You'll get further if you buy them something to eat. That's divine. Sam is not evil. Hmm. No, I don't think Sam is evil either. He listens to them demons a little too much. And I've tried to discourage him from that. Maybe I get this car running good one of these days. I gotta turn the AC back on. Oh, there we go. Cold air. Miss Shepherd, if you're hearing me, hurry up. Tell him, pump faster. And Selena's in here. She's in there watching us as she's giving plasma. And the way that machine works is they do that nonstop, and it helps pump the blood into there. So the faster she does that, and the more she does that, the quicker she comes out of there. So y'all root her on. Come on. So she's got this. Let's go. Yeah, I've got AC. Finally got a vehicle with AC. The car don't have AC, and the windows don't go down on it. That's why that thing's still sitting at the house. I hate driving that car. The window the window motors are jacked up, so I'm gonna end up taking the one of the door panels are already off. It was like that when we got it. I'm gonna take the other door panel off, and I think I'm gonna lower the windows all the way down, and I'm just gonna have to uh yeah, milk the cow. Milk the cow, come on. Uh anyway, you got me lost track. Oh, yeah, I think I'm gonna lower the windows down on all four of them, and just give me a tarp that I can hang over the car until I mean, it's one of those. I paid $550 for the car, and it got us through all summer I mean, all winter. It got us through all winter, and this car, no heat, no AC, windows won't go up or down. They're cracked about this much. Sounds like a log truck going down the road because the people that we bought it from, they had one of them real steep driveways, and their grandson backed out of it wrong and dragged and hit the muffler and messed it all up. So it sounds like a log truck going down the road. My daughter backed into a one of those posts that are by the fuel islands. You got the little post. Yeah, she backed into one of those, so it busted the back bumper, part of the back bumper off. Uh, so it's Bubba don't drive. He never understood the concept. I've tried to teach him over and over. He's he really has no interest in it. He doesn't like driving. But anyway, I tried to sell it to them. They didn't want it. They said it. They said it wasn't worth enough for them. Although it got Destiny back and forth to work every day for months. She used it for months. Went back and forth to work, man. Every day. Still didn't want to buy it. I don't want to buy a new car from a car lot that I have payments on. Yeah, well, You know, it may be ugly as can be. The front bumper is all jacked up because I got it stuck in our driveway, and I grabbed a hold of the bumper. I'm thinking, okay, this ain't a really big car. It's a Ford Taurus. You know, I mean, it's not a sometimes driving. Not me. I didn't do it. They backed into the deal with it. I didn't. No, the driveway deal that was done. That was done by the people that owned it before. And anyway, this car has been through crap. I mean, um, anyhow, the front bumper, I went to go and lift up and try to take some weight off of the front of it. Figure maybe I could push the car out of the spot that it was in. And I don't know if it was just brittle. You know how the plastic on the bumpers are brittle after they've been years and years out in the sun. Well, this one was brittle, so the whole front bumper just kind of it got bits and pieces of it snapped off of it and everything when I tried to lift up on it. So yeah, that car just that a buddy of mine come up with this one. His van he had over there. He went and got him a new car. So you know it cost a little bit more to buy this one, but you know it was in bad shape too. You know, but it's in better shape than that car is for sure. So I bought me the van because Selena wanted to keep the car, but I decided to give her the van and I'll keep the car. And I don't know, we just kind of share the van. I don't even mess with that car. I got to fix the somebody had uh, whoever the lady that had it before. I guess for some reason the fan didn't work, so she hot wired the fan, and it was working just fine when we got it. But at some point in time or another, the fan, I guess, shorted out again, and it burnt the wire all the way to the fuse box. So everything works. Everything, I mean, everything that needs work still works on it except the fan. I just got to redo the fan. But I'm good at driving. I'm good on vehicles. Now our daughter, she not so great on vehicles, and Bubba's girlfriend, not so great on vehicles. So it kind of went downhill pretty quick. Hazmat team, but oh, I would hate to be the one to have to search that van. A lot of y'all see that on video and stuff, but I've seen it in person. I'm not trying to speak mean about a person, but he definitely lacked in cleanliness category. Definitely, definitely was lacking in that. I'm not the cleanest person ever. I mean, I make messes too, but holy crap, that is a complete different level. Well, that's Nikki. That's Nikki saying that. Don't let her run you out of here. I mean, she's not over here saying that, is she? I missed something. Roger Gaines, how are you? If that fly don't quit messing with me, it's driving me insane. Yeah. Well, stick in here because there's people who care about you in here. Don't worry about Nikki. She's Nikki. She's just yeah. She got mad at me the other day because I couldn't quit laughing over the teeth chattering, clack 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 clack. I could every time I mention it, I laugh again. I'm not trying to laugh over it. Wasn't laughing at her. It was something somebody had said in it, and my memory it just it was literally not even a week before this happened or before this was said that Selena went and got some teeth, some glue for her top dentures. She has dentures in the top, right? And she went and got some glue, and it's a different kind that she's used to, and it wouldn't hold. It kept coming loose, and her teeth kept clacking, and she would pull her teeth out. And that daggum fly, leave me alone. Um, really? Go outside. All right, go outside. Shoot. Anyway, she's over there picking and picking that glue off of there, mad and all get out. She was mad enough she could have threw them teeth plumb out in the middle of the yard. And it just remembering seeing her doing that is what popped in my head. You shouldn't think of that. You shouldn't think that way of yourself. You're not any P stars, B stars. I'm just saying it as it was put here. I'm not going to say the actual words, but you're not that PB. You're a good man. You are. You're a very decent friend. Very good friend. Don't be so hard on yourself. But I would not let what Nikki says bother you. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Don't even give it any thought what Nikki is saying. Okay. Nikki Nikki follows a lot of the demons that sit on her shoulder and talks in her ear. She follows a lot of that. So you just kind of that's really this fly is not going to stop bothering me. Let me get you. I'm gonna send you to the maker. Oh boy, my phone's fixing to go dead, and I ain't got no charger. Well, we'll sit here and chit chat until it goes dead. All right. Yeah, as far as what she's saying about you and your dog, I can guarantee you, I know how you are with Sakari and or how you were with Sakari, and you've always treated Sakari very well. So I wouldn't let anybody, don't let anybody ruin you. Don't let anybody ruin your day. Bob, how are you? Good morning. Good morning. You've been on this thing for 2 hours. Holy crap. Elena, quickly, quickly, faster, faster. You got your own cheerleading squad right here. Faster, faster. Yeah. Ugh. He's doing this today so that we could have the money to go and uh, renew my driver's license so that I can be hired um, for a job. No place will take you. They won't take you with your license expired. That is not the way to go, brother. There is people who care about you here, and there is every reason in the world to stay here. You can't you can't take what hateful people say to heart. You can't. It is not up to you to decide that. You know, people like accusing you of something to to your heart. Yeah, I understand. I understand the hurt and the pain from it. I do, and you can't let them win. You have a lot of you have a lot of people to prove wrong. What? Yeah, I'm sitting in the AC. I couldn't handle that no more. It's hot. Hi. All right, guys. I'm sorry, but my phone is fixing to go completely dead, and we need to get back on the road. Love you guys, and I shall hopefully talk to y'all later. Have a blessed day.